Good evening. Welcome to Yemen Today TV. I am Abir Ali and you're watching the English news. The head of the United Nations missions in Hodeidah, Michael Berry, warned of the devastating impact of the mines on civilians in the city. Those remarks came during a briefing before a closed session of the United Security 2 days ago. This report has more.
Head of the UN mission to support the Hodeidah Agreement, Major General Michael Berry, briefed the Security Council in a closed session on Yemen. The mission's statement briefed the Council on efforts to continuously monitor the ceasefire to protect civilians. He warned of the devastating impact of mines and explosive ordnance on the lives of people. These explosive devices pose a serious threat to life, restricts movement, and most importantly, spreads a sense of fear and insecurity among people. Yemen has been suffering from the landmines planted by the Houthis over the past years. As the conflict between the Houthis and the government becomes more violent, mine laying increases intensely. In Yemen, mines are laid randomly, which makes the process of removing them extremely difficult. According to the United Nations, landmines specifically threaten children. According to the United Nations, in 2021, about 10,000 children were either killed or injured as a result of the conflict in Yemen, and a large number of them were landmine victims. Children continue to be the major victims of mines laid randomly in Yemeni residential areas by Houthi terrorist militia supported by Iran. These Houthi mines do not only harm civilians physically, but they also destroy their mental health. People in Yemen suffer from psychological and social trauma. Travelers, farmers, children, women, displaced people, and even animals are not spared the evils of these dangerous explosives. Mines have far-reaching consequences for not only individual families, but also for society as a whole. UN officials stated at the beginning of Mine Action Week that international cooperation is essential to preserve lives from the terrifying legacy of unexploded ordnance which daily threatens the lives of people. Yemen's situation is extremely dreadful. The conflict parties must prioritize the safety of children and ensure that they are no longer at risk from landmines and other explosive devices.